TravelWise with Phil Blizzard. News, views and interviews.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the TravelWise podcast. It's our third episode in our World Travel Market Trilogy, and we're focusing on Saudi Arabia. Many key developments there. We're looking at two, in fact, AlUla and also Red Sea Global. I'm going to start off with Melanie D'Souza, who's the Executive Director for Marketing of the Royal Commission for AlUla, to find out, well, some of the many events they've got happening over the next few months.
TravelWise with Phil Blizzard.
I think it's great to be with you. Normally it's like in the Middle East at Arabian Travel Market, but we're at the World Travel Market.
We are indeed.
AlUla, brilliant stand. What's your presence and key messaging here?
Well, there's lots new happening at AlUla, so obviously we want to engage with our travel industry partners and our media and make sure they're updated. We're as committed to our partners in this market. It's a good market. Fabulous news on the airline connectivity front, with Qatar now flying in Doha, Melbourne, connecting us to a lot of European ports and, of course, the east coast of America and other ports in the region. We've just announced major airport redevelopment plans that will take our capacity from 400,000 a year to 6 million a year. And, of course, like all built infrastructure, this is going to be a project that will blend seamlessly into the wonderful landscape and environment of AlUla.
I'm trying to visualize that. It's going to be pretty exciting. So.
It is, and it's all about gearing up. You know, we've always only ever said we're a boutique luxury, heritage and cultural destination, but we've already outgrown our airport presence and we need to be looking to the future.
Now, looking ahead in the forthcoming winter, really, I mean, this is your key season in many ways. This
Indeed.
is Saudi Arabia, your winter destination, so your diary is pretty packed, isn't it? So give us an overview of some of your key events.
Well, it's not just events. If I think about what's happening just with infrastructure, there's 2 new hotels in the offing. In Old Town, which UNWTO has classified as one of the world's best tourism villages, we have the Dar Tantora Hotel being developed by Curtin Hospitality. This is a mud brick village that was continuously occupied for 900 years, and this hotel is going to blend seamlessly in there. And as well in Hegra, which of course is our beautiful, iconic heritage site, we have not just the celebration of the 15th year of UNESCO classifying us as the first Saudi Arabian World Heritage Site, but we have a hotel being built there, which I think will ultimately be a chedi. So 36 rooms, and obviously with the associated restaurant and spa and all of that. And we've also, in line with sustainability and that very strong ethos that we have in that space, we've just announced with Alstom out of France the commencement of build of a low mobility tram project with 17 stops that will connect that destination.
So regarding those projects, the 2 hotels and the tram line, what's the time frame?
The 2 hotels should be ready by January next year, if not before. The airport is a bit longer, through to 26, and the tram has only just been announced in terms of partnerships. But as all things in the master plan, a very considered, very thoughtful approach to how we're building out the destination.
Okay, so some infrastructure news there, really, and regarding the diary or calendar, which is
Prolific.
well established. And
It's so prolific. You know, we have 5 festivals that are very much in line with our brand pillars: AlUla Arts, AlUla Skies, wellness, and just on skies I should add that Hero Ballooning are now operating year-round, so you can book a ballooning experience irrespective of the time of the year you visit. And then, of course, Ancient Kingdoms, which is all about heritage, and Winter at Tantora, which is the best of everything in AlUla. Just on Ancient Kingdoms, which launches this month, you also have the ability to have a sneak peek of Kaiba and Tema. So you can do day trips from AlUla. And of course, both those destinations, along with AlUla, formed part of the 3 great connected oases of the northwest of Arabia. So all with deep heritage and very much that connected up story.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a very good winter ahead for visitors to AlUla and those who are thinking of going there.
I think so. And then you add to that some of our marquee events. We have the Desert Polo, we have cycling. The new tour is actually no longer the Saudi cycling tour, it's the AlUla tour. And of course, we sponsor the Green Edge JCO team, who've been doing really well in Europe more recently. The Camel Cup, and there's just a range of really, depending on your kind of preferences in terms of travel, there's really something there for you. We've just come off the success of the Wellness Festival, where we had this wonderful set of therapy sessions, yoga, meditation in this beautiful location in the Oasis in Five Senses. So lots on offer.
Indeed, someone's got a fabulous job of curating the wide range of activities. And here, there's a lot of activity here at World Travel Market. It's very vibrant, music in the background.
Absolutely.
What's been your sort of impressions here on day two?
Well, I think Saudi Arabia per se is certainly getting attention, and it's lovely to see that the world is very conscious of a part of the globe that for years was off limits and has now opened its doors. So I think in this day and age where customers are traveling, wanting to make much more responsible tourism choices, I think Saudi and indeed AlUla is very much prepping for that type of customer and wanting to just walk the talk, not just talk the talk.
Okay, yeah, indeed. Okay, well, great talking to you as always, and
Thank you, Phil.
have a good WTM.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
News, views, and interviews.
Always good to talk to Melanie D'Souza. So much happening at AlUla and likewise at Red Sea Global. And next, well, the latest news from John Pagano, who is the CEO of Red Sea Global. And oh my, has he got a lot to talk about.
TravelWise with Phil Blizzard. News, views, and interviews.
Running around the World Travel Market, we're at Saudi Arabia, the Red Sea. And John, nice sitting here, very comfortable.
Nice to see you again, Phil.
And television with real footage of your development. So we're going to come on to that. But first of all, World Travel Market, what's your presence and what's your key messaging?
Well, look, we've been a big supporter of WTM over the years, and we've been sort of charting our journey as we've evolved. I mean, this is a very important WTM for us because, we're realizing the vision that we started, as I said, several years ago when we opened the destination. That's what you can see on our screens. We've opened Six Senses Southern Dunes. St. Regis is also open for booking. Ritz-Carlton Reserve is joining them in a month or so. Hugely exciting, but a very significant milestone in the history of the Red Sea. With, as I said, we're open to our customers for the first time.
And you've got a very impressive stand here, which we've been sort of looking at how that's evolved over the years at different shows. So you must be delighted with what you've got here.
Very delighted with what we've got here. And as I said, we now have the rich content that is real, that is based on the destination that we've created rather than all the CGIs that we had to use in the past. So it's a celebration of, as I said, the milestone of opening up the destination. And you'll know from yesterday's announcements that we've announced Shea Barra as well as obviously our own hospitality brand to manage that property, which again is hugely exciting.
That's big news, and big news for people visiting you here at World Travel Market. So tell us a bit more about the brand and the properties.
Well, look, I think the way we've approached it is we have beautiful brands, beautiful hotels, but there's some that are super special, super unique, and those ones we've set aside for ourselves. Not least because it creates an opportunity for us to create a new business line for Red Sea Global. Red Sea Global is now multiple subsidiaries, and we think the hospitality space could benefit from a truly Saudi Arabian hospitality brand that is it's got in its DNA the Red Sea, and so we're super excited.
So
about that.
a lively show. We can hear the music outside and a big footfall, especially yesterday. It's early today on day two. That is very captivating, that footage there of what you've actually got in place. So it's hard to keep my eyes off that. So an important part is sustainability, a lot of people say, but you say, rejuvenation, don't you?
Well,
or regeneration.
Yeah, so sustainability, we say, is no longer enough, because if you think about sustainability, it's about sort of maintaining the status quo. And I think we've gone, as a humanity, well beyond that point. We can no longer just rely on maintaining the status quo. And so we've evolved into regenerative development, which means trying to make the place better than how you actually found it. And that's one of our big positioning for Red Sea, for people and planet. So we want to take care of the planet, and we also want to take care of the people that come and support the destination.
Right, so you're here on the Saudi stand, of course. There's a lot of competition coming up in Saudi Arabia with other major products, AlUla, for example. So how do you see you working together and all fitting?
I see, because we're all part of a major ecosystem, we're working to be very complementary. I think AlUla has a terrific product and a terrific location, offering a particular type of offering for our customers. We're very much focused on history and culture, where we offer the nature and environmental options, so ecotourism, if you will. And I think we complement each other. We're working very closely with AlUla because I think their customers are our customers and vice versa. Somebody coming to Red Sea may spend 6 days on on an island on the beach and then want to spend 2 or 3 days up really experiencing the rich culture of AlUla, 1,000-year-old Nabatean history. I mean, fantastic.
And possibility for a twin centre or triple centre vacation in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Well, that's it. Look, I mean, modern day travelers, luxury travelers in particular, are all about experiences. I mean, people get bored very quickly. So if you can offer an experience-rich offering, which can involve multiple destinations, then I think we have something very special in the marketplace. And I think, as I said, working with the likes of AlUla and indeed any of the other projects that come in the future, I think we're well placed to really attract travelers from around the world.
To finish off, I mean, you're very passionate about Red Sea development and the various aspects of it. Is there something which sticks out in your heart above the rest of the Red Sea? Is there something which you're really sort of passionate about?
Well, look, I think hopefully what I'm most passionate about is the environment, the beautiful environment that we have. And I'm passionate about the fact that we're doing things differently. I think we could have fallen, down the normal business as usual approach and exploited the thing that makes us so very special. And we've chosen not to do that. We've chosen to work within our ecological ceiling to protect and preserve what we have and indeed try to make it better. We're growing coral. We're planting mangroves. We're planting 50 million mangrove trees. Not because we have to, but because it's the right thing to do. They sequester carbon. But, one of my biggest responsibilities is making sure that this precious environment is available for future generations to enjoy. And that's something that is really, felt in the heart. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, very strong. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us. I'm going to sit back now and look. I mean, it's amazing those images on that screen.
Yeah, thank you very much, Phil, and definitely enjoy the images.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay, cheers, man.
TravelWise with Phil Blizzard. News, views and interviews.
John Pagano, CEO of Red Sea Global. So much happening there and great to see properties up and running. And if you want to have a look at them, well, why not pop over to the YouTube platform for breaking travel news and catch up with John Pagano and myself talking video style at the World Travel Market. I'm Phil Blizzard and this is TravelWise.
News, views and interviews. TravelWise.
And if you'd like to have your own podcast, do drop me an email on philblizzardmedia@gmail.com.
A Phil Blizzard radio production.
Available on Apple, Amazon, Angami, Spotify, Deezer, Google and all good podcast channels, and also now on YouTube.